start this podcast off by pouring myself a nice glass of... What the fuck? Why is this water so...
I don't know, dude. This is where your rent goes.
Jesus Christ.
Your rent goes to a fucking sink that's...
Are we recording?
Yes, we are, but don't think of that about it. That's why I didn't say we were recording, so our conversation would be natural.
I don't know.
Because when we record podcasts, I listened to some of our... I listened to some of our old ones that I won't say the name of because this is going online. But
the forbidden podcast.
The forbidden ones. And I was like, when we're trying super hard, it just like sounds terrible. So
yeah, and your voice is
but then you just
unnatural.
Fucked us by saying, "Oh, we got."
Well, you know we're recording. I can't pretend like we're not recording because then Jake might be like, "Are you recording?"
Well, I didn't know. I was like,
I don't.
Yeah,
this isn't even like warm water. This is hot water.
I know.
Folks.
You're fucking
In
tell your
Colorado?
fucking landlord to fix the sink. And
No.
Full of water.
It doesn't work like that.
They don't even have a
Here in
good-
Colorado.
they don't even have a good
we
well,
only
space
drink
for
What
recording.
do
water.
landlords not do?
In Colorado, it's a cultural tradition to only drink warm water, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So all you other states, all you people listening in other states, you're fucking weird, dude.
You know what this reminds me of? The Zuckerberg trials. When he's just like fucking like drinking water the entire time. That's like what we're all doing.
Yeah.
We all just simultaneously poured like a fucking glass of water and we're
Dude.
just sipping this
Dude,
water.
that guy is fucking evil, bro.
Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm not even joking either.
Because you guys don't really...
He's dude. Yo, Facebook has been a platform for like multiple terrorist organizations and attacks. Like in fucking Malaysia, there's this like genocide of these fucking ethnic groups.
Oh, the
In
Rohingya Muslims. Rohingya.
I don't know what they're called.
But in 2016, there was... Do you remember the whole clown thing?
Clown.
The whole,
Oh,
everyone was afraid
yeah.
of clowns.
All those dickheads went around dressed as clowns. and
Yeah,
scared
yeah.
everybody.
And then like there was one I remember because I was in high school. That was my graduation year, and I just doxed myself a little bit. And that was my graduation year, and I remember being in high school. And everyone in school was like freaking out because there was this Facebook page called like We Ain't Clowning Around. And it was the dumbest shit ever. It was just a bunch of posts like, but it scared people, and Facebook took it down because they were like talking about an actual school. So it was like I guess threats, but like. It was just stupid posts and with like terrible grammar, and it was like, we gonna be kidnapping kids and teachers as they go to their cars. And everyone like was
that's
like
hardcore.
I think like people didn't go to school that day, and like people like shitting themselves about it the entire day, and yeah, that's fucking crazy, man.
Dude, that's why you watch out for them clowns, boy. You can't be trusted.
Riley,
man.
do you remember when we got that? There was like that bomb threat thing that was written on the stall in.
Oh yeah,
At Denny's?
in school. Oh no, it wasn't even in school. It was.
It was at Denny's.
Yeah, so we went to the
That's-
same high school together, and for context, but yeah, I remember that. It wasn't even at our school. It was like. What,
It was
did
at
we even
a-
have a
it
Denny's
was at-
close to our school?
It was at the Denny's that was used to be open on 80th and Watts.
Oh yeah.
He's on 80th and Watt.
There used to be. It's
Oh,
it's
okay.
like Neaters now.
Oh, yeah.
Or I think I don't know if it's Neaters. I don't know if that's the same building.
No, I think, but it's where that used
No,
to be.
they built
It's-
meters.
Wait, is Neaters the Mormon
The
bread
bakery.
place?
It's like a
It's like
Panera.
Panera.
It's like a
Panera
shittier
on-
version of Panera.
It's like Panera on crack, dude.
They make an okay French dip. They're definitely better than Panera.
But yeah, there was
Fuck you,
a.
Panera.
There was a bomb threat.
Carbs.
Yeah.
What you think?
Did you
I
go to
am,
school that day?
non-vegan?
Yeah.
I did.
Bruh.
Dude, I'm a freaking vegan.
Yo,
Vegans for
they
life.
put
Nothing happened.
eggs in that flour. You know they do. I ain't down with no eggs. I'll eat the feathers
So, yeah.
of the chicken if they willingly shed it, but I'm not gonna eat their fucking children.
All right, but let's get back to this.
What?
Riley, did
Fucking
they
bomb threats.
What were we
We're talking about bomb threats, and then these motherfuckers are on a tangent about eggs.
Yo, dude, eggs have a voice, bro.
Oh, listeners, you need
Shut
to
up,
tell
Ed
us
White.
if hard boiled could only be an egg term, or
It
could
is
it
only an
also
egg term.
describe a person? Like, have you ever heard the term like hard boiled detective?
Yeah.
Like that.
Let's take a look.
But why is this an argument? I feel like you
Because
use both.
Nick
'Cause-
assumed that
so-
when my nickname was hard boiled bitch that I was referring to eggs, but I was actually trying to create an oxymoron where somebody is hard boiled, which means they're like tough and they're rough, you know? They're the rough crowd, but they're also a bitch. It's kind of impossible, right?
When the fuck is hard boiled ever meant rough and tough?
Yo, hard boiled detective is how you describe like fucking
Means they're hard.
Sherlock Holmes, bro.
Sherlock Holmes is...
For the entire duration of that nickname, I just thought you meant the hard-boiled egg.
Yeah, that's just... me too.
Damn.
Did you guys... Speaking of, did you guys like how I made up all those egg...
What was mine? By
Yours
the way?
is egg white, but it's W-I...
Like white, like from fucking Game of Thrones. Like a white.
Yeah. What was mine?
Well, white
Omelette.
actually has a lot of ancient lore around
Who was
it.
hard-boiled? Or no, not hard-boiled. Who was over easy something?
Oh, that was Zach.
That was you.
Zach was Humpty Dumpty, and then you were over
I was
easy,
over
bitch.
easy, bitch. Yeah. I can't even cook my eggs over easy. I like crack that motherfucker open, like when I used to actually cook. Let's see, you crack that motherfucker open, and you like, you know, if you're making an egg, you gotta like scramble that. I just always go to scrambling because that's the easiest fucking thing.
It really is.
All you do is you're just like, I'm gonna scramble my fucking egg, and you get a spatula, and just fucking like poke at that shit. But over
Poke at
easy,
that shit.
you have to like crack it and like just let it sit, or I'm thinking of over easy, or am I thinking of sunny side up?
So sunny side up.
Sunny side up is when you don't cook the yellow part.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually know because I don't need it.
Actually, no, you're.
I'm a vegan.
What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to pour water in and then put a lid over it so that the steam cooks it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
That's
what my-
Of course, motherfucker knows this. I remember.
That's what my dad does.
You're good at cooking eggs. I feel like you've cooked an egg for me before.
Did you know steam
Probably
cars
in
are
the
on
Black
the
Kingdom.
rise?
Yeah.
I'm good at cooking over easy eggs. I don't really cook a whole lot.
You
of
can't
stuff.
fuck up eggs. You really can't.
That's true. Like even if the yolk breaks, it's like, oh no.
I guess I have to scramble it now.
Yeah, I guess it's a scrambled egg.
Yeah, as long as you dump like Frank's Red Hot on that shit.
Oh, dude.
No, I do
Yeah.
sriracha.
Oh! Yeah.
I don't like red hot.
Frank's Extra Hot.
I don't know.
Red
I like,
hot.
That
I like
shit's good.
to
I'm a
put
Frank's.
some melted feta cheese
All
on
right.
with my scrambled eggs.
Let's do
Dude, you can't melt feta cheese. It doesn't melt ever.
Okay, well, some warmed up.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah. It either.
Like, I've tried to melt it before. It'll, like, heat up the outside, but it doesn't fucking melt.
Feta cheese makes me want to throw up.
Fuck
make me
you,
throw up.
dude. Feta cheese is the dankest. Thank you, Greece.
No, you-
or wherever that came from.
Swiss is the best kind of cheese.
Oh, dude.
There's
Fuck
What
yeah.
the fuck is wrong with you?
Swiss tastes and smells like socks you've been wearing for 2 days.
I mean,
It's not like
it's okay,
fucking
but it's
hot.
like it's definitely a D tier cheese.
A
If I was
D-tier
gonna
cheese.
rate
Fuck
it.
you.
Cheddar is fucking S tier.
Fuck yeah, dude. Cheddar
Cheddar
for
and
life.
Cheddar and Parmesan are like
All you
S tier
fancy
cheeses.
Europeans with your weird cheeses, nah, bruh, cheddar, dog.
Yeah, like
You guys
all,
had goat
all you
cheese?
fuckers in Lithuania, if you bring me some Gruyere, I'll straight up. I don't know.
I'll spank you with a spatula.
Oh, darling.
While
Oh.
I'm feeding you some freaking extra sharp Cracker Barrel cheddar.
Yep. As I'm putting my baguette up your cheese wheel, bitch.
Alright. So I think this podcast has...
I have a perfect name for this podcast, and we'll just record it like this every time because this is when we're at our funniest. This is when
The
we're at our
extra
funny time.
Americans.
But I think
I'll call
this
it-
has reached the level of the forbidden podcast.
But that's exactly what I want to put out. We just because last time the problem was is that we would like advertise it on our personal Facebooks. Like Ben was pointing this out.
So we have to make sure we look good.
Yeah, but now who gives a
No,
fuck? I just won't tell anybody that it's us.
Yeah, we don't need
Yeah.
anyone to know, man.
Yeah, man. We just record where the fuck. I call it the Trainwreck Podcast. How's
Okay.
Also, this
Do
is
you think we'll actually pick
No.
up any viewership?
Trainwreck
Probably not.
I don't give a shit.
1979.
It's just fun to talk.
Wait, what's that band called? Death from Above 1979. That's right.
I don't know
Who
who that is.
Dude, y'all don't listen to no indie shit.
No,
Except
that-
Riley does.
I'm not vegan enough, dude.
I'm the fuck is that? I'm the closest to
Eggy
vegan out of
stuff.
all of you. I'm a fucking pescatarian.
Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
dude. I seriously, dude. Applause, man.
I've only
I-
cheated like once, and that was when we were barbecuing over here. And Nick was like, "Hey, put this wiener in your mouth," and I was like, "Gobble gobble."
Did you
Gobble,
did you
gobble.
start eating anything different?
No.
So wait, what is it a
Does it have
pescatarian? 'Cause I
Okay,
actually don't
it's
know.
just a
Fish
fish.
and no other meat.
Really?
Because I was like, I wanted to cut meat. It was mostly just a health thing because I was like, man, all I fucking do is like, I'll wake up, I'll be like, my fat ass wants to get, I gotta go to work. I'm gonna drive to the fucking McDonald's by my work and get like 4 sausage burritos and have that guy like see me for
what I
the 5th
do.
time over the week. Be like, oh,
So
here's
that
this
was your
fat ass
everyday
guy.
breakfast?
Pretty much. And then I was like, okay, here's my thing. I have to restrict myself somehow because I can't consciously make the willpower to eat healthy. I have to like make up rules. So I was like, I can't be a vegetarian because that's fucking hard and I'm lazy. So I'm like, I'll be a pescatarian because like you can get fish. It's easy like to get fish, but not just like pure veggie. Like I went to a restaurant with my mom like a week ago. It was like a really fucking fancy ass restaurant, and they had like 4 entrees, and only one of them was fish. But if I was a vegetarian, I couldn't have had anything. You know what
You
I
could
mean?
have asked for
It
nothing.
gives you.
But that gives me anxiety. I don't want to do that.
Gives
To
you
ask.
broader
Yes.
choices.
To not
Plus-
include fish?
Yes.
We all
Okay.
know that red meat
Is
is the like
That's the
most
killer, dude.
unhealthy shit, dude. Like chicken is okay. Chicken is pretty good.
Chicken
But
is very
fish-
healthy.
Fish is very healthy. So if you just eat fish as your primary protein,
Mm-hmm.
you're good to go.
Because that's like going back to our caveman roots, man.
Yeah, fish,
You know?
fish is good for you.
And like not eating cows and pork and chicken, that's like really good for the environment too, because I think cows alone produce about as much methane as all the cars produce CO2. So.
Yeah, that's true. And cows don't fart.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone thinks they do, but they
Dude, cow
fucking
farts are
belch.
killing us.
They
You
actually
ever
are.
think about
Cow
that?
farts don't
Just
exist,
just a
bro.
bunch of cow farts, just like methane, dude. I remember everyone was like the first documentary you watch in school that like opens your eyes to like unhealthy shit is like Super Size Me, right?
For us, it
Everyone
was.
had to like watch that documentary. Super Size
Did
Me.
you watch it in Miss Luke's class?
Yeah, I remember that.
I saw it. Wait, was that in middle school or was that at?
Miss Luke was high school.
Okay, yeah, 'cause I think I saw it in middle school.
Yeah, I saw in gym class with Mr. Miller.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're all like, this guy's like, I'm Morgan Spurlock, and I think it's outrageous that these 2 fat fucking bitches are suing McDonald's because it made them fat. I'm gonna eat McDonald's for 30 days and see how much of a fat fuck I become. And
I don't remember
it happens. I watched it the other day. Yeah, I watched it right before I actually changed my diet. It wasn't the reason I changed my diet. I really like it because I think it's entertaining. I think he's kind of talking out of his ass at some parts of it, but I think it's a little because it's like, yeah, of course, if you eat nothing but McDonald's for 30 days, you're gonna get unhealthy. Like, what are you trying to say? Like, what do you think's gonna happen?
Well, I don't know. Maybe
And so didn't-
because it came
you had
out
to
like
actually,
the
if they
90s,
asked
so
him-
maybe the awareness wasn't there.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, supersized food stuff was fucking ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing anymore.
Well, it's
yeah,
not a
I
thing
think that's
because of that.
partially because of that. Yeah.
because everyone was like, yeah, you know what, that is kind of disgusting.
You know what's interesting is he also I forgot about this. He also limited how much he walked. So like, because he was in like New York, right? So he didn't have to like he could just like walk everywhere, but like he would like have a certain number of steps, and then there would be parts where he'd be like, oh, I have to stop and get a taxi, because I guess he was also trying to like, you know, put other variables in there, like saying like, oh well, if you didn't exercise and didn't do any of that, you know,
Well, obviously, yeah. If you like,
It's
if
not
you're
always obvious. You know, there was an era like people born in the earliest of the baby boomers, I think.
So what, like people
Where-
born in the 30s?
Yeah, they didn't really believe that exercise was ever good for you. Because they had this preconceived notion that you only have a certain amount of energy and like you're just wearing yourself down when you exercise.
that's stupid.
Didn't
So
they-
they never thought like running or exercising was good for you.
Didn't they think it was like a disease, like a mental disease when people started doing it in like the 60s and 70s?
Yeah,
Like,
they-
started just
like-
jogging.
If they saw somebody jogging, they'd think that's fucking weird.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure part of it was, too was just like in the 30s and 40s and stuff. It was like you're out there like, I don't know, working on a farm versus now at more modern times where it's like, yeah, dude, I chill in my cubicle and want to hang myself all day because I never move.
Dude, truth. Or like I work fucking retail.
You jellify.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. It's
Maybe we
like
should talk
a
about
zero
how shitty our
gravity
jobs are.
environment.
Yeah,
like
let's talk about how
astronauts
shitty our
live.
jobs are.
Nah, dude. Nobody wants to hear about shit.
Nobody wants to hear about anything that we're
Nobody
talking about.
wants
Who
to hear
cares?
about the grime and the guts and the glory.
we're real
that
blue-collar
comes with
Americans.
Tell me
working in a
this.
grocery store.
Do you ever go to your job and think there's got to be more to life than fucking this?
Yep.
Every fucking day.
Like,
Well, I don't
Like,
think
am I-
there's gotta be. I know there is, and I'm pursuing it each and every day.
And
I'm
what is
living in
that?
the moment, being mindful. And I get
You
into
just-
this Buddhist den.
you're just
And I
saying shit
just
that Zach
let
was saying the
myself
other day.
astral project into the atmosphere, and I look down upon the world, and I'm like, there's so much good, but so much evil, and I need to counterbalance all of it. So I straight up reach
You don't
into my
actually
13th
think that
chakra,
every day.
and I grab it and I rip it out of me. And you know what the 13th chakra is? Your anus chakra, dude.
Oh, dude, I learned that in Naruto.
This is like polar opposite of
Yeah,
like old
throw it
podcasts when
on
like
the
Ben said
ground.
nothing. Now he's like,
Well, dude, I'm straight up wired right now. I had like 3 energy drinks probably
Oh god.
just to survive.
I'm gonna go
tonight,
grab more
'cause
water.
I work 2:30 to 11 folks, and that is not a fun shift. Let me tell you. But
intermission time.
So,
Well, that was
honestly,
crazy. Some universal event just pauses time, and now we're back. But we don't remember what we were talking about. Is that jarring? I don't care. Fuck you. Okay.
We're still acting weird.
Well, I mean,
I have returned from my astral projection.
Yeah.
Hello, folks.
So we were talking about our jobs, and Ben went on a tangent about chakras and shit. And
And so,
You
But seriously,
viewer,
though.
I'm looking at
viewer,
you
they're
right
not a viewer,
now.
they're listeners.
I know you got
Yes.
those locked.
if they're on YouTube and they're looking at the screen
favoritas.
while it's...
I'm not putting this shit on YouTube. This motherfucker's going up on SoundCloud.
Or
He
how
does
about
SoundCloud rappers.
no. We're not even SoundCloud rappers. We're SoundCloud podcasters.
Do they have podcasts on SoundCloud?
Yeah, dude.
I
Yeah,
guess
dude.
they do.
Can
That's
we
the
post-
best place.
can we
That's the
upload
best
it
place
to-
for sound for a podcast. Yeah.
No Spotify.
But
I don't know.
fuck
If,
you.
I don't know if any regular Joe can just upload to Spotify.
Yeah, I feel like
It's easier for
You
SoundCloud.
definitely can.
It's SoundCloud. Anyone can.
Yeah,
do.
Just upload it on YouTube. Or, fuck no, YouTube.
But then I have to make a
has-
fucking title card, dude.
We'll just
No,
no.
dude. SoundCloud.
Then they'll do
man.
fucking-
That's perfect.
Then they'll do fucking 3 ads before
YouTube
they
is
get
bullshit.
To, you get
Let's
to
No,
talk
dude.
about YouTube. YouTube is
No,
fucked.
you won't get ads because you don't get ads unless you have like 10,000
Yeah.
subscribers.
I'm not doing YouTube. Fuck YouTube, dude.
Yeah, dude,
YouTube
I-
is dying.
I was
Fuck YouTube.
I was personally fucking offended when I got back from a month in the mountains. I was just wanting to watch all the like 12,000 YouTube videos I'd missed out on, and I had to sit through 2 ads in a row. It said ad 1 of 2, and it was one of those like obnoxious ones or
Bro, what?
Where you
fucking
can't skip.
plebeian use ad block, homie.
dude, I have ad block on my computer.
Don't you care about your YouTube creators?
No, I don't give a fuck about it.
All the ones I follow are either millionaires or they have another job. So I'm
Wait,
not
your
too
ad
worried
block
about it.
wasn't working?
Or
Use uBlock Origin, bro.
really?
Yo, uBlock Origin is like this, it's what the fucking hackers and shit
We are
use.
not sponsored by uBlock Origin.
I am.
Continue.
I'm about to be.
Unless
uBlock
uBlock Origin wants to
yes,
sponsor us.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
sponsors. If you want to give us money for talking about
But like,
dumb shit,
as a, as
throw it at us.
You want an expert? Well, I'm
proponent
not
of-
your guy.
as a proponent of like online piracy, uBlock Origin is the way to go, homie.
No, dude, piracy is the best. Like
That shit's illegal, dude.
You know how I've been.
Hey, by the way, this is just all hypothetical. We have never actually pirated anything.
Yeah, dude, I'm like not Somalian at all, so I don't know why I would pirate.
Yeah. My name's not Jack Sparrow.
That was a dumb joke.
I look nothing like Johnny Depp.
Dude, Johnny Depp.
Dude.
So, wasn't there like some controversy that he was like beating his wife?
Oh, I don't know about that. I was gonna talk.
Somebody
about,
was telling me he was beating his wife.
He might. It's unknown. I've read this huge ass Rolling Stone article where it's just talking about how like his life has gone to shit because he's an idiot and doesn't know how to spend his money. But like no one knows. It sounds like if he beat his wife or if she beat him, but it sounds like they just screamed at each other a lot. Definitely. And
Sounds
now
like a
they're
fucked up situation.
Yeah, now they're divorced and they
Yeah.
won't-
Well, a bunch of people were like, "Yeah, fuck Johnny Depp, man. He's an asshole."
He is an asshole.
But then something came out where like he wasn't actually like he was the one being abused.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
very clear in the article.
Yo, that's why fucking
Here, I'm gonna ask Google
anything
right now.
online about people's personal shit
Did
is fucking
Johnny
stupid.
Depp
We don't know what
It's like-
the fuck happened.
beat his
Yeah,
wife?
bro, there's no first-hand sources, man.
But-
It's like,
I will say this: the man's fucking stupid with his money. Like,
is he?
oh, whoa, yeah, he's one of those fuckers who has 14 houses.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, and like he's almost broke, and he's still like.
That
spends-
sounds like Nicolas Cage.
he's on Nick Cage levels. Of
Nicolas
bad
Cage did
money
that shit.
Didn't Nicolas Cage like buy a pyramid or some shit somewhere?
I gotta Google this.
Went for the past and dude, he's just like, got a paycheck for this movie. It's like $40 million. Hell yeah, I'm
I'll
gonna
buy
go.
one of the pyramids of Giza.
Dude, why the fuck was I looking up Thomas the Dank Engine?
Here, did Johnny
Dude, that's
Depp
a funny
did
video.
Johnny Depp beat his wife? Does Google have an answer?
How do you spell Nicholas?
Oh, I should have brought my fucking
NICHOLAS.
robot down here. I
Thank
could have
you.
asked my robot if Johnny Depp beat his
You
wife.
should know your friend's name, dude.
I don't ever call you Nicholas. You're either
So
you're
fucking-
Snicholas.
Well, Benjamin, dude.
No, see, we gotta talk about
You know how
celebrities at
many
least once or
letters is in
twice,
Benjamin?
so we can tag them in the video.
I probably have a longer name than anyone here, and nobody knows it because my name is 3 letters long.
Oh, here's a whole bunch of stuff. It says Johnny Depp sues ex-wife Amber Heard, claiming her allegations of
Oh,
abuse were
damn.
false.
So fuck you.
So she sued him for defamation.
Oh yeah, well your regular name is 4
He sued
letters.
her.
So,
Oh, yeah?
so Nick Cage didn't buy a pyramid. He bought a pyramid-shaped tombstone that he plans to use when he dies.
A pyramid-shaped
That's hardcore.
tombstone.
That's stupid. Why?
Because
I guess if you have that kind of money.
well, I mean,
I
he
guess
probably
waste it.
bought into this scam where they like sell you this pyramid-shaped tombstone because it represents their pyramid scheme that they're pulling on you.
He's probably like, whoa, cool.
They're like, yo, this will raise you straight up back from the dead, homie, as a vampire if you buy it.
I just don't understand how he even had a career. Like, that dude's so fucking weird in every
Dude, I
role that he
liked him
plays.
in,
Wait,
no, dude.
who? Johnny Depp?
No, Nicolas Cage. Fuck Johnny Depp. I don't want to talk about him anymore.
Yo, no, what's that movie? National Treasure.
National Treasure, dude. That's
was
like the
sick,
only
bro.
movie he's in where he's like kind of normal.
Dude, that's my
That's it.
favorite documentary.
Why do you do this?
Steal the National
Oh my gosh,
Declaration of
that's so
Independence.
I look like a gangsta crip, son.
You just look autistic when you do
Okay, so the first one he steals it, but what happens in the second
I
one? He
had
doesn't
Tourette's
steal it
and
again.
Oh,
does
is
he?
he-
Is the second one where he finds like
consider it
El Dorado
folklore.
underneath Mount Rushmore?
Yeah. No, he goes to Mount Rushmore and he finds some like
I
secret
thought that
city.
was straight up real when I saw it, dude.
Dude, it is real. Who says it's not fucking real?
I don't know.
Dude, Disney's
Somebody
real.
told
Man.
me it wasn't real.
Dude, Disney's got could buy a pyramid money, like a real pyramid.
Good.
Yeah. Have you guys had pyramid
You know-
schemes? That's a real thing.
I want to talk about Disney.
Let's
Oh,
talk about
shit.
So
Let's talk.
I've got to
about
talk
Disney.
some shit
Oh,
about Disney
fuck.
because
Nick's gonna talk
I
shit
hate
about Disney.
fucking
okay,
buzzy,
so we have
We're about to get
mainstream bullshit, dude.
We make it non-mainstream, dude.
so
Who cares?
We're about to get sued into the ground by the giant dick of Disney.
Come at
So-
me, Disney. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Dude, they would give a fuck less
So-
about us.
I'm
So-
worth $1,000. Come get it.
here's what I have to say. So everyone's all excited about this new Aladdin movie and the new Lion King movie.
Okay.
I'm not.
And it's like,
Oh, I know your
you
whole
guys
argument
need to
before
shut
you
the
say
fuck
it.
up.
Those are already out.
I know. It's like everyone's like, oh, I'm seeing the new Aladdin movie. Ugh. But what they don't realize is they're just fucking getting snagged.
Yeah.
They're getting stolen from because they're watching the same story twice. They've already seen the fucking story, and they're paying money to watch it again.
Well,
Into
I heard
Disney
with Aladdin.
pockets.
I heard with Aladdin that a lot of people were saying that it was actually good because it didn't really follow the original. They kind of did its own thing.
But
It was the same story, but like they had to, like I was listening to just a clip of the songs where Will Smith was instead of like Robin Williams was singing, and I actually liked that because he was doing his own thing. He wasn't trying to like copy what Robin Williams did,
That's a good
and he did like, and he was like, "You done wound me up. You ain't never had a friend like me." Is that racist?
Yes.
But that's what he sounds like.
That's not racist.
I'm just saying.
impersonating
You like just made it. You just like made it a rap, and
Dude,
and it's really good. You should listen to it.
If you
Oh yeah, he used to be a rapper.
a black guy, I will call the ARP on you. The Society of Old Dudes. I don't know.
But yeah,
I
but
saw
my
the
thought
live
is-
action Beauty and the Beast, and that fucking personally offended me because
Emma
Beauty
Watson was horrible.
Oh,
She's not good.
Her singing voice was auto too.
Well, that's my favorite Disney movie because I'm a giant girly girl.
No,
on the
Atlantis,
inside.
dude.
Nah, Beauty and the Beast shits on Atlantis.
But we're not talking. We're not talking about. You gotta divide Disney into different sects. The normal like vanilla Disney, but Atlantis falls into like
Weird
the sort
Disney.
of like spin-offy Disney. You know what I mean? Like I don't lump in Atlantis with like Mulan and all that other shit.
No.
You know?
Mulan's probably
All
my
I'm,
favorite.
all I'm saying
It's
is
obscure.
Yeah,
It's what I
like
like.
obscure Disney. Yeah.
the first dude. Okay, that like 10-minute scene where they're just gearing up. You know, like before they get in the submarine.
In Atlantis?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
that-
and then
that's-
all fucking die.
Yeah, but that 10-minute
We're
scene
shouting
before
now.
they die, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna fucking go explore the city under
Dude,
the
that's-
ocean." Like, I just watched that 10 minutes, and it just like gets me going idea-wise. I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta write now. I gotta do some brainstorming."
Dude, I like that old guy. He's like, you got your 4 main food groups: beans, 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 beans,
and lard.
and lard.
You guys are. I didn't finish what my thought was.
Oh,
Okay, well,
yeah,
So-
sorry.
So we've got Aladdin,
man.
we've got Lion King. What other? We've got Beauty and the Beast, which was awful.
they're doing all of them.
The
Dumbo.
Dumbo,
Dumbo,
I've
the-
seen Dumbo. That
the
movie's
Jungle-
stupid.
Dude,
Jungle
I would
Book.
never see
Jungle Book was
The
okay.
Jungle Book was good, but
Oh, I saw Jungle
They're
Book.
okay. So then, are you gonna say all of them are bad, or
I'm not saying
Jungle Book's
that's
an
not my
exception.
point. My point isn't that they're bad. My point
Sure.
is that they need to come up with new fucking original material instead of just
Well, why do
cashing
that?
out on the same bullshit.
Why do that when they can just cash out? They're a company.
Yeah, I mean, it's just economics, man.
But
There's a
Disney
big
doesn't
economic-
need that money. They already have fucking Marvel
It's-
raking in like I think.
It's about the
Well, their job is to make money. They don't give a shit about anything else, about creativity. They're
because
just like
it's
money.
I care
Money
about the
monster.
creativity and the artistic ability of creating something new,
But they
like having new characters that we care about. Like we've got Frozen coming out, the new one. Like that's a good.
I don't know. I saw the trailer for that, and I don't.
They're going to Canada.
Is that where they're going?
Yeah.
They don't.
You know
where
who
does it
else
say
is
they're going to
going?
Canada?
Where were they in the first place?
I don't know.
Somewhere in-
Arendelle? That's not a real
Canada.
place. They're not in
was
the
in-
real world.
They're not in the real world, but
No. So why are they? They're not going to Canada. They don't even say. They don't say Canada. They're just like we're
They're
going
going-
to like the Great North or whatever
Well,
to like.
it
figure
showed
out what's going
it showed a
on.
maple leaf on there.
That doesn't mean they're going to Canada.
Unpopular opinion, but I think the only reason Frozen was a success is because they had that one banger of a song, and because
Let It Go.
and because two girls kissed in it. I think
What?
They did? No, they didn't.
No, what are you?
No, sorry, that
You
was
watched the same movie.
no, I'm so sorry. That was Maleficent, which is a terrible movie too. Angelina makes out with some girl in Maleficent. Fuck. No,
That's a giant audience. If anyone's wearing headphones,
I think you're-
no, sorry, I got them mixed up.
I
I was talking like okay,
You
if,
might have been watching the wrong.
yeah.
Watching
Jacob,
the Pornhub version doesn't count.
Whoopsie daisy.
Frozen. porn.
Sorry, I got my hentai confused with my Disney movies. But no, but okay, if it wasn't for the whole True Love's like, what even happened in Frozen? Didn't someone like unfreeze
So,
the power of
It
friendship?
was the love. It was the love between sisters.
Okay, there we go. If
But
it
they don't
wasn't-
kiss.
Yes.
Someone's been watching incest porn, apparently.
Every night. No.
Yeah, that's Mark.
No, I didn't have porn
This
up
is
in the
a
mountain
Jamie and
campus, I'll
Cersei.
have you know.
This is a Disney movie.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. If it wasn't for that whole sister love thing and
It's
let
a powerful message.
and Let
that
It
they don't
Go
need
being
men.
a fucking banger, then I don't think Frozen
Well,
would have
yeah,
done
because-
as well because it's very forgettable otherwise.
I think Disney did a little ploy there because they have like a formula, and everyone's like used to the formula. But then they're like, let's break the formula just a little bit, and people are gonna go wild over it. And everyone's all like, oh, look at Disney, it's the villain is actually the prince, and like it's about two sisters and not about the princess ending up with the girl, and like. But then everyone's like, oh, you're just gonna sleep on like Lilo and Stitch and like all these other movies, but It was like I was saying earlier, like Lilo and Stitch would be like in a more obscure Disney, you know, because that one's about the love between sisters, and Frozen's like mainstream
Who
Disney.
was Lilo's sister?
Nani.
She was really old.
Yeah, Nani.
Remember? Because like their
I thought that
fucking
was her-
parents are
I
dead.
thought that was her
no,
mom.
dude.
No, dude.
That
They
was
talk
her
about their
sister.
parents dying.
You know she's like 16 and she's supposed to be 16.
Yeah, that movie makes me sad because of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's like an actual plot.
I did not realize that. I
No,
thought that was
dude.
her mom.
No.
Fuck.
That's why their relationship is so like.
I guess I don't.
skewed, you know?
That's
I
like
guess
one
I
of the-
don't remember it about.
That's like one of the first things they established, like when Lilo's all like, "Oh, they won't let me keep my alien raccoon," and they're in the hammock, and she's like, they're like looking at a picture of their parents.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
like Ohana means family. That's what they're talking
speaking
about.
of raccoons,
Ohana
dude.
means family. I can't.
Yeah,
tell
I
you.
gotta tell the viewers a story about this raccoon I found in my
Alright.
trash can.
Okay, go ahead. Let's start with
Alright,
that.
so here's how the tale begins. I was cleaning my bathroom like a responsible person, and then I decided to take the trash out of the bathroom. So I cinched up the bag straps, pulled it out of the trash can, and then I turned around, and then I walked 3 steps, and then I took a left turn and walked down the stairs. And when I descended the stairs, I opened a screen door which led to my backyard. And then I opened up a gated area and walked.
This is an extremely detailed story.
Yeah, you've traveled like 50 feet total, bro.
Dude, you don't need to give us a detailed.
Get to the fucking point.
Yeah,
And
just-
I walked to the trash shed and I lifted the lid and peered inside. And what did I find? A small, banded-faced raccoon staring back at me, looking mighty fearful. So I was like, "Hey, little guy, you just scared the shit out of me." And then I dropped the bag on his head and said, "Enough's enough. I'm gonna throw this trash panda in the trash."
He was already in the trash, though. I
So
thought.
I took my gasoline and I poured it in the trash can, lit a match, and I threw it in there. And I went like this with my hands, ASMR, and then I said, "The job is finished."
Oh yeah, let's do some ASMR.
Okay, with that, I think
Sorry.
now would be after that extremely over detailed story that could have been simplified in like I went
Into a
outside, I
sentence.
found a raccoon in my trash can.
And
That's,
burned it alive.
I think it's
So
a good
how-
time to take a little bit of an intermission. So so we're about at the 33-minute mark, and it's good to kind of have. I feel like every podcast I listen to has an intermission. So
Oh yeah, they do.
so now I'm gonna it has to take some
For
time.
what?
This is like when you would read sponsors. We don't have any sponsors, but take a
we
little
don't.
break. Stretch your legs. Take a fat piss. Do whatever you gotta do.
Dude,
You
wouldn't
know?
that be crazy? if
Look
you
at some
could go-
frozen incest porn. But we'll be back.
You know it. Why not? You and me go see Maleficent. And I was like, yeah, sure, Mom. It's probably gonna suck. And then I watched it, and then at the end of it, I was just like, wow, that was terrible. I want to fucking kill whoever made that. And then I was like, Mom, what'd you think? I was like, oh yes, we're gonna trash this movie. She's like, oh, I really liked it. And I was like, no, let me talk shit.
And we're back.
Oh, hi.
We've been back, but I wanted to record Jacob candidly talking about Maleficent.
I have more to say. There's
She's really backpedaling that whole frozen incest thing.
Yeah, so to clarify, at the end of Maleficent, Sleeping Beauty and Maleficent have.
They make out.
Yeah, well, they don't make out.
Yeah.
Instead of the dipshit prince kissing her because they had known each other for like 4 minutes, Maleficent kisses her because she basically watched her grow up because she was planning on killing her the whole time. And she's like,
Whoa,
oh.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, no, like I said,
Whoa,
it doesn't
hang
make
on
sense.
a minute.
That's even
So
weird.
that is weird because she's like, I know you as a little girl, and now you are of age. I shall give you a smooch. Like,
Well,
That's pretty fucking weird.
Okay, yeah. So here's what happens. So Maleficent somehow, even though in the original she's just a evil cartoon Saturday
Is that
morning
actually her
villain.
name? I
Yeah.
thought she was like
I don't know what her real name is.
a witch or something.
Yeah, she's a witch, but so Maleficent lives in this magical fairy world where she gets to be a fairy and do fairy shit, and then some dude the humans attack because of course And then she's like, humans are mean, man. I'm gonna be evil. I'm gonna fuck up their lives. And so she flies in, does the whole, if your daughter touches a spinning wheel when she's 16, she'll die. And then they have the 3 fairies from the original, but instead of being like competent at all, they're just complete idiots. And so at first Maleficent's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill this kid first chance I get. But then the fairies almost kill her a bunch through stupidity. Like, they're so stupid it's annoying. And so so Maleficent basically ends up taking care of her from the sideline.
Oh.
So that's why they have the true love kiss thing at the end. It's
Because she's the one that sends her true love.
That's super stupid.
thank you. It's so bad.
It's like, I'm in love with you because I'm your caretaker. Yeah. That's whack.
I've only seen like 2. I've seen Beauty and the Beast and I saw Dumbo. Dumbo was fucking bad.
Tell us about.
Well, Dumbo was bad, but there were like parts in Dumbo that you could like laugh at. I saw it with someone, and we were like the only ones in the theater, so we were basically just like quipping at the movie the entire time. There's just like a couple parts. One is like Danny DeVito. There's a part with Danny DeVito and like Dumbo's being born, and he's like this like fucking stupid like circus organizer guy.
Oh, did it show the? Sorry.
No, it did not show the elephant being born.
No, did it show the elephant placenta though? Like,
no, but like he's like, I can't even like do the scene justice by painting it out for you. But he's like sitting in a bathtub, like one of those old timey bathtubs, and he's got like the cucumber slices over his eyes, and his shirt's off.
Oh, yeah.
And then like someone in the distance is all like, oh, like there's a baby, and then he just like fucking like jolts up, and he's like, baby.
Sounds like Danny DeVito.
Yep. And then there's another one. This is just like 2 scenes that stood out to me. Michael Keaton is like the evil guy, I guess, and he basically tricks them into, he like sells out the circus and he like steals Dumbo or whatever, and he's like a big dick or whatever. And so there's like one part where they're like trying to train Dumbo to like ride with someone on his back, and he like opens up the curtain and he like peers in and he's like, who's been dreaming like I've been dreaming?
The fuck?
This dumbest
Did
fucking
they have
thing.
that? You know,
That
the
makes no
trippy part
sense.
from the animated one.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
dude,
not
the
it's not as crazy.
dude, hell no! The animated one scared the fucking.
It's not
bejesus
scary.
out of me, dude.
It's just like a nod. It's not even like he doesn't like sit there and get drunk with the mouse. He's just like watching with some bubbles and it plays the Pink Elephants theme. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of dumb. It reminded me of it feels like they were trying to be The Greatest Showman. You know, have you guys seen The Greatest Showman?
No, I heard
I've
it.
heard of it.
I heard it was about P.T. Barnum, but they left out all like the
All the
crappy,
shitty things he
and
did.
just made him seem like a saint.
Yeah,
So,
basically. They basically like cleaned his life out with soap.
I don't know anything about that, dude.
Yeah,
He was a piece of shit.
he is. I listened to a Stuff You Should Know podcast about P.T. Barnum.
Yeah,
He wasn't like an all
I
bad
saw that
person.
one.
He wasn't like an all bad person, but he did some shitty things.
To the animals.
Well, I mean, there's the whole. I mean, inherently, basically going to someone and being like, "Hey, you're deformed. I think I can make money off of your deformity. Do you want me to like dress you up in like a fucking outfit and like have people laugh at you and give me money? Thanks." Like,
Yeah,
and they even kind of address it in the movie because he's like talking to the little guy and he's like, and the little dude's like, "You just want people to like, you want people to make fun of me." And then, like, P.T. Barnum's like, the Hugh Jackman P.T. Barnum's like, well, yeah, people are already making fun of you. Do you want to get paid for it? Like, and then he ends up doing it. He gets this little captain outfit and he, like, rides around on a horse.
Oh, God.
Like, they, like, sing a song about it because it's a musical. Yeah, I don't
Dude.
know.
Yo, a tangent kind of from that. Yo, the dark side of Disney. Like, what are the scariest Disney movies, man?
You gotta go
Some
back.
of them are horrifying.
You gotta go early Disney.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Dude, that movie freaked me out as a child.
Well, it was a
especially-
cautionary tale.
Yeah, but
I
when he's
still don't-
inside the whale, I'm like,
Well, like, what was the lesson when the kid got turned into a donkey?
That was the scary part. Because
Yeah.
it's like freaky. This kid's just like screaming as he's like turning into this donkey.
Isn't he literally like screaming for his mom at one point during it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or something. Yeah, it's like, and that's scary for a kid. Be like, yeah, you don't ever get to see your fucking mom again, and now you're a donkey.
dude, I think it's scary now. I don't
Yeah.
think it'd change.
If I got turned into a donkey for no reason, I'd be pretty unhappy.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be like, I got epic kicking power, but now I walk on 4 legs and I don't know how. I've walked my whole life on 2 legs, man.
People take me into canyons and make me carry their shit.
Yeah, it's like, but I kill more people a year than plane crashes, son, so I got that going.
Quick facts. Really?
Yeah,
That's true.
cows kill
Nice.
more. Cows kill more people. I
Cow?
think.
We're not talking about cows. We're talking about donkeys.
Well, okay, I'm
First
saying
wave.
that cows are more common, so it's not too unbelievable.
Let's see.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
How
donkeys kill more
many
people a year than
people
plane crashes do.
Donkeys.
It's pretty
kill
crazy.
A year.
Whatever people die by plane
Because I think there's a lot more people that are afraid of flying than
Fact check.
donkeys.
Donkey deaths. That's what I'm looking at. Fact check. Donkey deaths.
What website?
Snopes.
Oh, no.
Is Snopes good? I don't know what Snopes
Oh,
is.
you know what? Also,
Snopes is
is
good.
cool.
They're like a fact-finding thing.
Okay.
Hybrid animals, because some are like straight up. They work. They're not sterile.
Oh, so they were like bred
Trying to think of which ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like
even those ones, like they're not sterile usually, but at some point their offspring stop being viable.
yeah, that makes
Well,
sense.
Snopes says you're wrong. Snopes says, fuck, God, fucking ads. Jesus Christ. I just want to look up a fucking fact. I don't give a shit about all this stuff.
So around the world, 500 people died flying.
But what is it?
A year.
Yeah, last in 2018.
All right.
Oh,
Well, I'm sure Snopes proves you wrong, but I'm not gonna
not gonna
sit
read
through
through
that. No, fuck that shit. I'm recording a podcast. I don't want to read an article in the middle of a podcast.
Oh yeah, you gotta read.
Alright.
Yeah, Snopes will tell you like the origin
What's
of the
the-
myth.
Jacob, you know what I'm talking about though? These fertile hybrids.
I think so.
Fertile hybrids.
Yeah, we're talking. Okay, so like there's animals like a liger. You know, it's a
Sure.
cross between a tiger and a lion, right?
Yeah.
And in some cases, animals like these are like can go on for several generations before apparently becoming sterile. But I think that's pretty cool. It's like what's the extent of shit that we can cross? You know?
Dude, that's one of the weird things I learned this, I guess, year. Was like all the different ways you can classify a species. Like there's the morphological species concept, the biological species concept. There's
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's one that's based on genetics. Like one of the reasons of the mountain campus we didn't have to memorize the scientific names of birds was just because there's all these geneticists just fucking up bird phylogeny right now, where they're like, a pine grosbeak isn't actually related to the Clark's nutcracker now because genetics, and everyone was just like, well, fuck, I guess we gotta rename everything.
So are they measuring like common DNA or what?
I don't understand how that stuff works. Like
But yeah, the species. Yeah, I think there should be more than one species classification because if it's just like what you can breed with, then
Why do they gotta be so
then
fucking complicated?
Tiger and lion are the same
What do you
fucking
mean?
thing.
Why do the names have to? Why do we have to have scientific? What's the point of that? Like scientific names. Maybe I'm dumb for saying.
It's
that.
just like to show the relationship to others, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean it.
Because if you classify it, it becomes like the broadest group, and you're making it more specific.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
yeah, well, yeah, because it goes, I think, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. And so most people, like, you pretty much only ever hear the genus or species. Like, if it had, like, genuses, a genus can refer to a group of, like, 5 or 6 really closely related species, and then that species name differentiates the genuses. Like, I don't know, like wolves, their scientific name is, Canis lupus. Yeah, thank you. God. And then a coyote's is Canis latrans. So they're both canids, but they're different species. I'm sorry, this is...
lay trans.
I'm sorry, I did my best, but I don't really...
No.
Explaining that shit's fucking...
No,
That
that was
makes
really
sense
smart.
to me, dude.
You just added like a level of like intelligence that this podcast did not have.
So this is what I did for the last month. I just got fucking pumped full of scientific names.
That's what the
Hey,
description
the
is
more
going
you
to be.
know.
4 smart people
So
talking about
people will-
stupid shit.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another hybrid. Is the koi wolf.
Yeah.
Which
Koi-
apparently on
like
the
a
border
fish?
of Canada, U.S. is
A koi wolf.
like
Like
ravaging
coyote
the
wolf.
land.
Oh, I thought you meant like the fish.
Doesn't that,
No.
doesn't that sound scary though, dude?
Yeah, they're
Koi
like
wolf?
they're like slightly bigger coyotes.
Like I would kick the shit out of a coyote, dude. I ain't afraid of them, but fucking a koi wolf, if they're rummaging through my trash can, I'd probably stay away from them.
That's like the whole plot of the new Jurassic World movies.
Dude.
It's like those interspecies.
Crossbreeding. I watched Fallen Kingdom just like on like DVR or whatever because I didn't see when it came
What'd
out.
you think of it?
Yeah, how was
I
it?
thought it was dumb. I liked the first Jurassic World, I really did, but I did not like the second one. I did not like Fallen
I
Kingdom.
thought it was pretty good. I liked it.
But yeah, they kept going with the trope that like, we want to see cool dinosaurs. In the first one, they just want to make like a cool dinosaur for people to look at.
What they hybridized this time.
But in the second one, and ignore Nick being fucking stupid.
I
in the
didn't do
se-
anything.
in the second
I just
one,
lifted my cup.
they make the Indoraptor, which is like, oh, you have this like thing you can use for war because you have this raptor that like responds to human command.
They're still going with that
Yeah.
plot line.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Now it's like the whole plot. That's like the whole plot line of the second one.
So what they mix it with?
I don't know.
Dinosaur,
I wasn't paying
geek is
attention.
curious.
Like,
How would that be any better than like a police dog, dude?
because it's a raptor. It's a
Yeah.
dinosaur.
But you still got guns, son.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was
Yeah.
like, why can't you just shoot the fucking thing?
Yeah.
Like, at least with the Indominus Rex, that motherfucker can like turn invisible and like the Indoraptor. I don't think the Indoraptor can do that.
Is the Indoraptor IED proof?
I don't know.
No, probably not.
I wasn't even
It really
paying
wouldn't
attention
be.
to that movie.
I don't know. Look
It
up
was
what
bad.
There's so many.
You're
cool
supposed to
plot
turn your
lines
brain
for
off like,
dinosaurs,
during a movie like that and
you
not
could
think
use
about
that
these
for
kinds of
anything.
things.
Like, dude, I think one of the best movies is Dinotopia.
Dinotopia.
That
Oh
is
my!
the shit,
Dinotopia
dude.
is one
That's
of
like
the
a
cool-
movie I forget that exists.
It's just
So
one of the
amazing.
coolest ideas in general.
Yeah,
Just-
and dude, it's so old, but the CGI for those dinosaurs is pretty damn good. Dude.
Doesn't one of them talks? Some of them talk. Right?
Yeah. So
There's
a
like
lot
this
of them
raptor,
talk.
and he's like, "Hey, hello, yes,
Some of them talk. Yeah, I forgot about
oh,
that.
hello."
But they also ride pterosaurs, which is pretty dope, dude. That was one of my favorite movies as a kid. They just wash up on some desert. Like, imagine how cool that would be. Your plane crashes and your dad dies.
They find their dad.
That's
Don't
right.
They
Yeah,
find
they
their
do.
dad. Their dad
But
is
like,
not
assume
dead.
your dad is dead. That would be pretty sweet, right? And then you,
Yeah, dude, I hate my dad.
you wash up and there's just dinosaurs and shit, and people are living with them, and it's like,
Well, then you have to deal with the inevitability. Dinosaurs are cool, but you always have to deal with the inevitability of like the predator dinosaurs killing you.
Dang, Indoraptor's kind of a bitch. It only weighed 2,000 pounds and was.
Are you? This is a fake dinosaur.
I know, but I'm just saying, this is the thing the military wanted.
Yeah.
Or wouldn't they
That's the
want
same
to
weight
raise
as
And they were like selling it. They were like auctioning it off. Well, they were auctioning it off like in a black market to like just I don't even know. And
Yeah,
people
they
were
were.
like $500 million, and then the guy in the background's like, "But it's not ready. It's not for sale." But the evil guy's like, "Fuck that!" Like,
Why wouldn't he just take the fucking money?
well, I don't know.
Why would he
what
even show it
happens.
on display if it wasn't ready?
Well, that was the thing is that they wanted to just like showcase it, be like, "Oh, this is what we're working on," and then just this Russian guy's like, $3 billion, because they like get the fucking like scientist guy that's in the first one. You remember him? I don't remember his
I
name.
don't think so.
Wait, like in the original Jurassic
And he's
Park?
like, he's like, you know, trying to like
Oh, that
argue.
old gray guy?
He was arguing about like the moral thing about it. They're like, "Oh, why would you make dinosaurs?" And he's like, "This is what we've been doing from the beginning. We've always been like filling gaps in the genetic code." And he's like, I just remember the line like, "Oh, you didn't care if it was going to be safe. You just wanted me to give it more teeth." Remember that guy? Yeah.
The guy who has no common sense.
I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, I went on the Jurassic Park wiki and it did not specify what the fuck it's made of, other than that's
I remember
part
thinking it was dumb.
T-Rex, part Velociraptor.
Yeah, and that's why they're trying to get Chris Pratt's character. That's how he gets involved, because Blue is like the last raptor that's like the ones that have been trained to like acknowledge human command.
Yeah.
Because all the raptors in the first one, remember, he was like the trainer. He could like train them.
Oh, didn't they all die too?
Yeah, they all died except for Blue. So he goes back to the island that's about to blow up for some reason. I don't remember. There's some dumb reason they give for why like the island's gonna blow up.
It was just volcanic
I don't think
activity.
it's
Yeah, I
possible
think so.
to train a reptile to do anything.
Well, he did it. All he did was a clicker, and he was like.
I don't know.
Because their brains are fish. Of the course.
What are you trying to say?
The fucking vertebrates, bro. Fish are the least brain evolved, right?
I know you could probably
Well,
train like some really smart dinosaurs.
We should throw like actual science out the window for Jurassic Park because they like making the dinosaurs.
It's true, and their mosasaur was
They're
like
man-made.
800 feet long.
Yeah, that thing is.
Well, they're all man-made if you think about it.
Well, they've never got the correct size of a velociraptor. Like a velociraptor is about as big as a turkey, which is a lot less intimidating. Like.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
Oh, at the very end of
But
Fallen
I know
Kingdom.
a mosasaur is not very big either, and they made it like fucking a million feet
No,
long.
they were big, but they weren't that big.
They're like 40 feet.
Well,
To
the
the
mosasaur
internet.
comes back. Spoilers if you haven't seen this movie. The mosasaur comes back in the second movie, and it's like at the very end when like they have just Jeff Goldblum like giving a narration like, "Oh, the dinosaurs will be here long after we're gone." And like, was there a fucking disaster theory? And there's just like a bunch of like surfers, and you see like this giant fucking mosasaur just like in the wave while people are surfing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking
Dude, yeah,
crazy,
but
dude.
I think somebody measured it, and they said that mosasaur in that movie was like the size of a blue whale, but like they're half the size, maybe,
Let's see.
of a blue whale.
So the biggest mosasaurs that actually lived were about 50 feet.
Yeah, blue whales could be like 80, 90 feet.
Doesn't say exactly. Oh, wait, back to the Jurassic Park wiki.
Man, this podcast is all over the place.
Okay, so
We can't even stay on the same
they
subject for
claim-
more than like 10 seconds.
they claim that thing was 60 feet long, but I don't believe them. That was way bigger than 60
Yeah,
feet.
dude, its mouth was like 3 humans
Mm-hmm.
long, dude.
Does the mosasaur eat anyone? I think it just eats the
Yeah.
one babysitter. That's it, though.
Does it?
It eats
Yeah.
that one lady.
Because she gets like
That
picked
was
up.
scary.
That
dude.
part was
Dude,
scary.
that was freaky.
She gets like fucking picked up by like the
Yeah.
fucking, what are they? The
pterosaur thing.
Yeah, whatever.
Pteranodon.
Yeah, and then she gets like tossed around, and then the mosasaur just fucking like eats all of them.
Isn't pterosaur is the generic name for like all of them? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that part was kind of. See, I liked that part of the first Jurassic World because it was kind of like it was kind of like a disaster movie. I liked the part where you saw like all of the Disney World-esque tourists like getting fucking terrorized by these like fucking flying rat creatures.
Flying rat creatures.
Oh yeah.
The death toll wasn't very high
Remember that.
at the end of that movie though.
Yeah,
Because you
that
see all
actually
of
happened
them.
in history.
Yeah, you see all of them surviving
There's
at the end.
dinosaurs that attack people's fields.
Alright.
It's recorded by like Ptolemy or something, dude.
Tommy can suck my fucking dick.
So humans went extinct when the first dinosaurs went extinct. Is what you're saying?
Dude.
No, I
What
would
were
say
early
it's-
humans like?
What? No, I'm just talking. No, I'm talking civilized people, dog. Like 3,000 years ago. Like imagine, like.
I'm just
All
trying
right.
to break your apart.
So assuming that dinosaurs evolved into birds, like there'd be hybrids that went extinct during that time that could have been recorded by some freaking historian.
Yeah.
Could dinosaurs
think
come
so.
back?
Well, I mean, birds.
Birds,
Technically, birds are dinosaurs.
That's what people say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't like
Don't know.
T-Rexes and stuff have feathers?
Supposedly,
Well, now
it
that's
depends
coming
on.
There's no way to find that out.
It
because
depends
they
on
don't
the
show up
specific
fossils.
dinosaur. Like,
Or is that just shit people say?
they found some dinosaurs that have feathers, but they don't know if every dinosaur had feathers. Like most theropods probably did, and T-Rex was a theropod, so maybe. But
And people
What
were
is a
saying,
theropod?
it's like a big two-legged
Bitch.
killer dinosaur.
and people were saying that they
Spinosaurus.
couldn't even,
Yeah,
you
like-
couldn't even like hear, like they probably didn't sound like like it was probably more like a bird. Like just imagine a T-Rex just like fucking yelling at you, like roaring at you, and it's not like a dinosaur sound, but like a quack, like a quack.
That'd be hilarious.
It's this big ass fucking thing.
Dude, what sounds do fucking reptiles even make?
I don't know.
They don't.
They kind of just like
Not really.
They just hiss and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's only a few like snakes, but they're like.
Well, I'm thinking of like a crocodile. Like, do they?
They do. They make with the.
They do
It's like a really low rumbling.
yeah,
sound.
like
Yeah.
when alligators do mating season.
Yeah.
Whoa, how do you think alligators
and-
fuck?
Really
Let's
hard,
talk
dude.
about that.
Okay.
With the death roll, they're like trying to drown each other.
Cause they lay eggs though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys should have seen
Okay,
the
so but do they fuck?
alligators in Costa Rica.
Wait, did you actually see alligators fuck?
No, I didn't see alligators fuck.
It's gonna be like,
But I saw
dude,
alligators.
that's
There was
a sight
a-
to behold, man.
But we just pulled over on the side of the road at this bridge.
Mhm.
Underneath was a river with a shit ton of alligators. It was crazy.
Dude, that's cool. I don't think it's. I went to Florida, but I never saw any.
Oh yeah, we went to
Yeah,
Florida.
we went to Florida on a school trip. Did you go on that trip, Nick? I think it was just me and Jacob.
And Lauren.
Yes. Anyways. Oh man, but the people don't know about it. People don't know who Lauren is.
Elder
Oh,
Lauren.
that's true.
Oh, careful! Don't dox him.
All right.
Don't dox him on this podcast.
No,
Yeah.
that was fun
I'm
though.
gonna have to. I'm gonna have to mute that and replace it with a clip of me saying something like
Alligator.
generic Mormon name. I don't know.
Or just I don't know. Yeah, dude,
But no one knows who Lauren is.
Exactly. No one knows who that man is.
So
but stop discussing it. How do you think porcupines fuck? Like, how does a porcupine reproduce? How could you
Missionary,
I
possibly?
don't know.
Why don't we pull up a video?
No. All right. Okay. Here we
Maybe.
go.
All right.
All right. Fill the space while I look at
Dude,
this video.
I would imagine they do it like dogs do, you know?
But
They're just mammals.
Like,
I mean, they got spines, but it's like
yeah, but they
whatever,
like
bro.
quill their dick, bro.
Here,
I
porcupine.
mean, how do birds do it?
Mating.
They just get under each other and they're like
They say mating sound, mating call.
Make
Yep,
action, right?
hold a
Oh,
hole.
here we go.
Unless you're a duck.
Porcupine
Unless you're a
mating.
duck with a corkscrew dick.
Yep.
Here we go.
Oh.
All right, gather in. Oh nope, it's exactly like we thought it would
Should
be.
we narrate this for like the one listener?
Yeah, I can.
They look like monkeys, dude. What's going on?
They look like they just look like really hairy monkeys.
I don't even see. Is he even close to her?
I can't tell. So they
What's
just
it-
mate like normal animals?
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine it being different.
Oh,
That
she's
was
not-
fast.
She don't want none of that.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, he's just yeah.
From
see,
this
he's just getting
angle,
into
he
business.
looks like a big hairy yeti, dude.
That's not even weird. That's not even the weirdest mating thing. Okay, I'm gonna look up. Hang on. This is gibbons.
Look up like
What are the ones? What are the monkeys that like butt fuck each other? Gibbons,
All
right?
of them.
Right?
I don't know.
What are you
Here,
talking about?
gibbon.
They all do it like we
monkey
do.
mating.
Yeah, all monkeys just like.
Oh no! It's like the
Is it-
bobo.
bonobos.
Bonobos.
Dude, bonobos are crazy. Like they fuck to settle arguments.
Yeah, dude.
Like
Did you know gibbons are apes?
yeah.
Is that dope or what?
Mhm.
Gibbons are the sickest apes, dude.
Nah, dude, it's definitely gorillas.
No, dude.
Bonobos.
A gorilla could kick a gibbon's ass.
Yeah, but a
what you
gibbon,
mean?
a gorilla would have no chance of like trying to outrun a gibbon. Dude.
This
A gibbon's
video is
just
called
hop up
True
in the tree
Bonobo Love.
because they can swing, and there's like
Let's
hardly any other apes that can swing like a gibbon can.
Yeah, like
I'm linking all of
orangutans and
these.
gibbons are just
I'm linking
beasts.
all of these in,
Yeah,
in
dude.
the description. By the way, if anyone wants to watch along, I'll link it in the description.
Right.
This
Oh,
is
it's
True
I'll-
Bonobo
I'll
Love.
do my best.
still going?
Yeah.
I'll do my best like David Attenborough.
Let's watch a video of a gibbon, dude. I love
This is what I'm.
gibbons.
Well, okay.
All the two bonobos are holding hands.
Also,
All one scratching, making a kissy face. Very cute.
is it racist to make fun of chimpanzees?
Only if you ask if it's racist, because then we know that you're making the comparison.
No, I'm not making any comparison. Are they people?
What are they doing? Okay, I want to see. Let's get to the action.
They're
here.
like chin
Skip
bumping.
ahead.
No, okay, that was a false. That was a goose egg, guys. I'm looking for the butt fucking bonobos.
No,
Okay?
dude, just look up gibbons.
Here,
and let's be
playtime with.
happy.
Oh no, that's a baby. They don't fuck the babies.
I hope they don't fuck the babies.
Of course they do. They're apes, man.
That's true. I mean,
I just
we're
remember.
about to
I
go
remember
down a dark
watching.
road with this.
Oh, here we go. Bonobo love. Bonobo and the Doctor True Bonobo. This is what I was watching, but this one's different. Okay.
Skip ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they mean love in like the sweet way, not in like the butt fuck way. Like
No, that's not what I'm trying to. That's not what I'm
It's
trying to
just
show
a
you.
black hole of garbage, man. It's not gonna get us anywhere, dog.
Fucking okay.
Gibbons. I'll straight up look up
Yeah, dude, I wanna
gibbons
see
if
some
nobody
gibbons.
else will, dude.
So, just for those who don't know, gibbons are like these weird fucking monkey things that swing through the trees real well, but
Oh,
they're
these
not
are
monkeys,
cute.
they're apes.
Yeah, I don't wanna see
you
these
wouldn't
guys fucking
expect
each other.
them to be. See, I look up gibbon, and the first thing that pops up is gibbon monkey.
Well, that's
Gibbon freaks out over hedgehog. I have this one.
If
I
you
have
type-
Gibbon freaks out over hedgehog.
if you type gibbon monkey into YouTube, you're a fool.
Okay. Gibbon freaks out over
Oh,
hedgehog.
and they're on the ground.
Whoa.
Oh, that's sketchy, dude. That gibbon's gonna waste that hedgehog.
It's like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, their arms are like as long as the rest of their entire body. That's crazy.
Yeah, I wonder how tall a gibbon is.
It's a Wikipedia.
How much do they weigh? Probably.
Probably like 80 pounds. I don't know.
I gotta skip ahead of the action.
Fuck,
here.
I'm getting tired.
Oh, yeah,
Screw
it's
you,
1 o'clock.
man.
Well, I mean, we're just about hitting the 1 hour mark. I would like to get some actual conversation in here instead of us watching monkeys fuck each other.
I think we have some good
I'll
material
probably
to work
cut
with.
some of that out. I'll probably cut some of this out, so it's probably not going to be a whole hour long.
I don't know. I mean,
Hour is kind of long. You kind of like 40
I'm like, dude, I always go for a long podcast.
Yeah, but if you want to get like viewership,
I like those 2 hour long ones.
I think Stuff You Should Know has it right about, what are they at, 45 minutes usually?
For to an hour, usually.
45 to an hour.
how long are lore podcasts?
Lore is like 20
those
minutes.
those are short.
Laura's dumb.
Fuck
guys
you.
need to-
You know,
Lore's
I thought you liked
I
lore.
bet you didn't know that
Yeah, no.
there were rocks. Yeah, and
Myths
this
and
man,
Legends
the
is a good
rocks,
one.
they hit him.
The only
Now
guy-
we're making fun of Aaron Mankey.
Yeah, a guy
I'm
who
Aaron
runs a
Mankey.
successful podcast.
In this,
And he does a good job.
is one.
Yeah, the only thing. Yeah, I mean,
I don't have any actual complaints about it. I'm just like, even then I was like reaching for something to make fun of when I couldn't find it.
yeah. The closest thing I have to a criticism is his titles can be very vague. That's it.
He does a really good job.
Yeah.
I was listening to one on the plane when I was coming back from somewhere. It was like hard rain, and he was talking about some guy who was like cursed, and he like rocks would fall from the sky and like hit everything he was doing. Like they fucking beat him in the head. He thought it was because of a witch.
Well, what was the actual cause?
I don't know. You never know what the actual cause is. Well, it's not
What?
scientific.
I don't even know what lore is. Is it saying a real story, or is it just making it up?
I think
Thought
some
you
of them
listened
are
to
real
these
stories.
podcasts.
So it's like
I
it's
listen
like
to all
folklore
kinds
and
of
stuff.
podcasts, but not lore.
It's like folklore and stuff and like
You know, it's lore.
scary stuff.
Yo,
like
myths and-
witches and
myths and legends, homie. This guy, what's his name, man? He narrates it like a. He doesn't just tell you the myth. He says it from a point of view of one of the characters in the myth. It's really dope.
That is cool. Are they like? So what we're talking about is like Sasquatch and like people seeing like werewolves and the Jersey Devil. I'm
Oh,
talking
this
about
guy-
like Perseus.
Yeah,
and-
yeah, stuff like that. It's like Greek.
You know, one
Roman,
of them that I found
Mongolian.
pretty interesting, he was talking about a guy who lived like a total double life. Everyone thought he was this total nice guy, and he was cheating everyone. He was like cheating everyone behind everyone's back and taking all their money. And then at the end it says, and then this guy, Robert Louis Stevenson, saw an article about him in the paper and decided to write Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh yeah, because he was like,
Oh, that's cool.
you know, he's Dr. Jekyll. Then when nobody's looking, he's Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
Dude, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was in the new Mummy movie. It was
What?
stupid.
What?
Wait,
What?
Yeah.
Like the one with Tom Cruise?
The Tom Cruise one, yeah.
What is it? What is the significance of that?
He's just he's the one. He's trying to like keep the princess, Egyptian princess, from like getting whatever she wanted. I forget what it was.
Why do those even go into the same universe?
I have no idea, but it was weird because he had like this serum to keep him from turning into Mr. Hyde.
Did they say that?
Did they explain that?
Or was it just like a
They
character
showed
that
it, dude.
was-
He turned into Mr. Hyde because he like didn't have his serum, and then
But did they call him Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
yes, his
Oh,
name. That's
okay.
what his name
But
was.
That's
why
so
is
long
it-
ass.
What do they have to do with
They
Ancient
don't
Egypt and the mummy.
Shit to do with it, dude. They just decided.
So they
to
just
lump
threw it
that
in to
there.
throw it in.
That sounds pretty stupid.
Good job, Universal.
So are they trying to make like a
I thought it was
cinematic
pretty
universe?
cool how our eyes like split into two pupils. That was pretty badass, but that's
I
not
could
a
do
cool
that in
thing.
Adobe After Effects. Like,
Yeah, dude, it's pretty gnarly though.
Oh.
Cool. I used to have nightmares where there was like dogs that had like 3 pupils in each eye.
dude.
I had several nightmares like that. It was awesome.
Sounds like a great time.
Yeah, it was like kind of like bug eyes, but not really. You know?
Oh, so I've been gone for a month. Did I miss out on any like stupid celebrity news or anything crazy?
I don't know.
Ethan and Hila Klein from H3H3 Productions had a child.
They named him Theodore.
Wait, like the kid was born?
He was born
Oh, nice.
like I don't know when it was, the 3rd of June, I think.
So yay.
Mazel
Yeah,
tov.
we're big fans.
YouTuber news.
YouTuber news.
Yay! The most interesting thing to talk about ever. The most relevant
Hey,
information.
well, he
in
was
the world.
asking, so I decided to say.
I was just talking like news in general.
Yeah, and then he made a video with Justin Roiland about and there's this interview with this guy talking about incest porn, kind of like how you did.
In my defense, I wasn't intending to bring up incest porn. I was just confusing movies.
No, but they have a topic on there.
incest porn. The guy legit said incest porn.
He was like, yeah, like I have to turn down the volume when I'm watching incest porn, so nobody knows that it's incest porn. Because it's just regular porn without the dialogue.
Yeah.
People like that shit. Like we had a conversation about that. You know,
know.
you can say that it's fucking weird. You can say that it's
not
fucking
go
weird.
there?
No, yes, we can. You said it's fucking weird, but it's out there because people like that shit.
It is weird,
I don't
even
like
if people
it.
like that shit.
I don't like it.
No, okay, so we had a big, me and the boys up at the mountain campus had a big debate over whether or not, like, our hatred of furries counts as, like, some form of bigotry, and I say
Does
no.
it? I don't think so.
I say-
I don't recognize the furries as people.
No, I don't either. I think they should all. No, I don't think they should all be killed, but I don't want
That's a
them.
little extreme.
I don't want them anywhere near me. Like, I had to explain because there was a big like furry meetup in the park by where one of my grandmas lives. And so she was like, I saw a lot of these.
I was there when your grandma said
Yeah,
that.
no, she like
I
I had
didn't
to
even think they were actually real. Dude.
on fucking the night of Passover, on one of the holiest nights of the year. I had to explain it to both my grandmas what furries were.
Dude, I think it's
Fuck
a
you,
form of
furries.
sexual perversion.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's not all like that, because like
But
I know people that they're like, I'm a furry, but I don't do any of the weird sex stuff. I just like to wear a tail and have like a fursona. But do you
It's
think
like-
that's weird?
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like you're
Let 'em
putting
do their own
yourself
thing
in
as long as they're
extreme
not hurting
discomfort
anyone.
for no
Yeah.
reason. Because it's like, you know how sweaty those things are?
They
And
probably
how
don't
hot
care.
they are?
They probably like that.
How itchy
Ugh.
they are?
Let's get a furry on the podcast.
But-
First guess.
But here's
Yes,
my
furries.
big beef with
I'd be
furries
like,
though.
yo, why are you so fucking weird,
Yeah,
dude?
next podcast we're gonna interview a furry, guys. It's happening.
All right, but my thing with furries is because I was like, okay, if there was like, because being a furry is like a weird fetish. I don't. So if there was like a convention in Nevada for like foot lickers of America, I would be just as appalled as if there was a foot licking or
But
like.
that's a more vanilla fetish than
It is,
furry.
but it's just the fact that it's in my face. Like if you want to, if someone who's listening wants to go put on a fursuit and go fuck someone consensually, okay. I genuinely don't care. I think it's weird, but you do you. I just don't want to know about
But
it.
what you got to think about is that like it's an actual community. It's not just a fetish. It's a community of people who like do this furry thing, and they're not all having sex. there's just a very loud, obnoxious, and I sound like I'm advocating for furries here. I'm advocating for people to do whatever the fuck they want. But like, you know, it's just that's my philosophy. But I think there are only a few of them that are doing the weird deviant sex acts. But they're just like, it's so weird, so people act like it's all of them.
What was that video we watched about the furry convention?
Oh, rainforest?
Yeah.
What about those furries?
Internet historian. Those guys suck.
Yeah, dude.
Well, yeah, but
not internet historian. He's a great channel.
You think they're misrepresenting the larger furry community, or
well, because remember, even
like that?
He was saying like all the weird stuff that was going on. There's a tinfoil hat theory that it wasn't actually the people at the convention. That there was, because there was also weird shit happening on, like people like fucking breaking the water heater. But it was so like, it wasn't just like a bunch of people getting drunk on drugs. Like it was a very systematic dismantling of things.
Right, but there were still people like huffing nitro. There were still a bunch of people walking around in
diapers
diapers.
on cars and stuff that were full of poop.
Like I said, like if it was any, like I equate furries with basically being a fetish. Like if I just don't want that shit in my face. I don't care like what your kink is. I'm not here to kink shame you. I just don't want it in my face.
Well, I mean, I believe in completely like regulating that shit with the government, and I believe in intense taxation. If you ever put on a furry suit or any kind of mascot suit, you really should just go to prison.
Okay. Any kind of mascot suit?
So
yeah, let's just eliminate mascots. You can have a picture of it.
But there are some, not all furries have like a fursuit though. There's like the ears, there's the ear and the tail furries.
What?
That's retarded.
That's
like
it's
a
real.
half-assed effort.
What?
It's real, dude.
Because they're cheapskates. You know why? Yo, I
anatomically
remember there's an
correct.
H3 video where they bought a furry suit and they said it was like $2,000.
What?
Dude, they're expensive as hell.
Holy
you know?
fuck.
Yeah.
So they're just
Those people go all
lazy.
out.
Yeah, but
All right.
if you're committed furry, you'll buy the full suit. Otherwise, you're a faker.
Yeah, how would you know that? Suit? You got a fursuit you want to tell us about there, Ben?
No.
That's why he's advocating
Weird
banning
person
it.
would have that, dude.
That's the real reason you wanted to keep that raccoon.
The huge.
He's like, oh yeah.
Well, I don't feel like I don't know if they advocate bestiality.
Well, no, I'm saying he was
'Cause
gonna.
they're just fucking each other.
He was gonna make it part of his fursuit, like its pelt.
They're just fucking each other.
Alright,
pretending
I
they-
already got a collection of his family members.
Jeez. Oh, okay. This is kind of a fun little fact about raccoons. You know how they like wash their food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that.
Okay,
Before Collins.
So
remember?
oh yeah, that's right.
He was washing it.
This is nature. No, so the reason they wash their food is because their saliva is really weak. So like washing the food helps to start like the process of breaking it down before they start eating it because their saliva sucks.
Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Why do they eat trash and not other food? They're just one of those animals that like pigeons that thrives in human habitation.
Mm-hmm. There's a few of those.
I think hyenas are also one.
Yeah.
All right.
Like urban ecology is a developing field just because all these scientists are like, yo, the fuck, why are some of these animals able to live in cities but not others? Time to science it up.
Well, I think the energy in this podcast has just about petered out with the discussion of furries, and
I've still got more to give.
We ended it on a semi-legitimate note there.
So should we do another one of these tomorrow night?
if you guys want.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. I would like to just, while we can, like record as much footage as possible, and then after we're done, I'll compile what I think is worthy.
So should we do some actual topics
No.
where we...
No, let's just...
Because every time
Well,
we
you
try to
should
do
give
that, it
us-
turns out bad.
Should give us the uncut version.
Yeah, I'll keep the uncut version with us, but there are certain things that